What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry I have not had a video up in about 3 weeks or so. Had a bunch of stuff going on, personal and family life, and dealing with a couple of other things, so I haven't had a chance to do anything with the car for a while. But I'm here today for a little tech tip, and today's video, as you know from the title, is how to clean the Alcantara in a ZL1 or any performance car that has that Alcantara interior. Now, before I get to this video though, I want to ask you guys one quick favor. Please stop what you're doing right now, jump down into the channel and hit that subscribe button. I am 50 subs away from being monetized, and not that I'm going to make any money on YouTube at 1,000 subs, but what it will unlock is the ability for me to go live on YouTube from my phone. I want to be able to do that stuff for you, just to kind of get you in the heat of the moment, in the action when we're out at the track, or if I'm out at a local event or something like that. Just some live footage stuff I think will be really cool. So do me a favor, pause the video, hit the subscribe button real quick. You all know it's free. You don't have to hit the notification bell. You know, just help me out and get the subs up there for me so I can do some different and more exciting content. Now, since you've done that for me, I appreciate it. We're gonna jump in the ZL1 here and show you what we're talking about with this Alcantara and kind of what is going on with these cars. So if you don't have a car with Alcantara, you might think it's a great luxurious thing to have. I'm not too keen on it. I mean, yeah, it's cool, but let me show you what happens, right? So let's jump into the car here. So as you guys know here, you know, Alcantara seats, they look pretty good, you know. Just your clothing's on here. I don't really use my headrest for my head, so not much going on there. So, you know, you're looking, you're like, well, Steve, what's the problem? That looks pretty good. Well, let's jump over here to the door panel. Now, I rest my knee and my arm up here like this, and you can start to see how this is all matted down. I hope it comes in camera here, but you know, down here, nice and fuzzy. Up here, you see that kind of shiny. You'll see it better on a steering wheel. But you know, I rest my knee up here, and these areas is kind of matted down a little bit. And with the armrest here, you might be able to see this little spot right here. This kind of matted down. For those of you guys, again, that own a car with Alcantara, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, let's check out the steering wheel over here. This is where you'll really be able to see why you have to clean this stuff. So here's our steering wheel, right? Looks pretty good from a distance. You're thinking it's not too bad, but if you start really looking at it, you start seeing this matting on the Alcantara itself. Really bad for me right here on the side. Can you see this, how shiny it is and matted down? It's actually kind of tacky even, so I feel it when I'm driving, and it's just kind of nasty. We come around, you can see where I rest my thumb and my finger up here in the top. There's a good shot. I think you can see how matted down it is. So we're gonna get this all cleaned up here today, and I'm gonna show you what we're gonna use to do that here in just a second. So here's what we're gonna use to clean the Alcantara in this car. This product here is Sonax. A lot of you guys have probably seen this throughout the forums and the groups on Facebook, but this is an Alcantara and upholstery cleaner. Now, I've used this already on some light matting issues like we have over here on the door, but I've never really tried it on this really hard, shiny, matted down Alcantara. So we're gonna see if this stuff holds up to its legend. It's been pretty good for me so far. The other great thing about this product here is it makes the car smell really good. So we'll see what we can do with this. You can find this on Amazon and a bunch of other retailers. This is not a paid ad, of course. It's just a product that I use. So we'll see how good it really is. Second thing that you're gonna need here is a little soft bristle brush. You don't want to use a wire brush or a copper brush, you know, anything like that. Obviously, we don't want to tear it up. Alcantara is not super sensitive, but you know, we don't want to tear it up. So I've gone with a toothbrush here. It's a, you know, it's a decent bristled brush. All we want to do is just be able to agitate this area to get it fluffed up again. And then you'll need a rag to wipe off the excess Sonax. So I'm gonna start here on the door and show you guys kind of the process, and then we'll time lapse it on the steering wheel, see what we can get results wise. All right guys, here we are on the door. Now this stuff's pretty simple to use, but I'll show you anyway. All we're gonna do is just kind of foam this on the door here. Sorry for the background traffic noise in my neighborhood. And we'll just foam it on these areas here. Boy, busy on my street today. Now I like the Sonax because it's a foam kind of sprayer here, so you can get it to kind of stick to these surfaces, vertical surfaces, but you just get it on there, right? We're going to take our little toothbrush here and we're just going to agitate the Sonax down into the Alcantara, just kind of scrub it in there. You know, you can do your own method here. You like circles, you like back and forth, whatever you want. I kind of do a mix. You know, this isn't rocket science, guys, but just showing you here kind of how the product works. You might not be able to see it on camera here, but it does start lifting the dirt out, and that's the purpose of the Sonax, is to just loosen the dirt and the oil out of the Alcantara, which is what makes it all matted down. So all you do is you just kind of brush it in here. We're gonna scrub this area here. I'll save you guys the hassle of watching me do this. We're gonna go on time lapse here and get this scrubbed up. Okay guys, we got our Sonax all scrubbed in here. You may be able to tell, you see how the nap is coming back up, little of that fluff to the Alcantara is coming back up. Next step is we take our rag. Do believe the instructions say a damp rag. Let me see here. Yeah, wipe off. Yep, clean moist microfiber cloth. So what we have here, a clean, slightly moist microfiber cloth. And all you do is just kind of go in here and kind of scrub it, fluff it, soak it up, get some of the dirt out, right? Again, on this light soiled stuff, I've used Sonax and it works pretty good. The results are a lot better, of course, when it dries. But I'm gonna finish cleaning this up here and getting the dirt out of the Alcantara, and then we'll move on to the steering wheel momentarily. Last thing that I like to do, once I've wiped the dirt out, and Sonax recommends you do this as many times as you need to get the dirt out, but I like to go back with my brush that I've wiped off, and I just like to kind of fluff it up while it's drying, or to let it dry before you let it dry, whatever. Just fluff it up, bring some of that nap back, go against the grain, and just kind of brush it. Which way does this one go? This way. Just kind of brush it, fluff it up. Now you will agitate this again when it's dry to get all your fluff back, but there we go. So now we're going to tackle the steering wheel. I'm going to start on this spot here just for sake of time, and we're going to see if we can notice any change. We're just going to do a little area in between to really kind of show you guys, does the Sonax work on something this matted? So let's see what we can do. We're just going to scrub this one area here. See if we can notice a change. And this is real time for you techie guys that are interested in seeing. I am not doing this in time lapse, just for this one spot. Don't worry, I won't bore you too long. Look at that. So it looks like it's going to work. Here's a matted area here. You can see all around here how shiny and matted it is. This is just a one spot I did with a Sonax, and it's fluffing back up. So if we wipe it off a little bit, now of course it needs more. I'm just trying to show you guys here the difference. There. Can you see that one spot in the midst of the matted down shiny area? You see this one spot starting to fluff up again? The Sonax is pretty good stuff. Alright, I'm going to scrub down the rest of the steering wheel here and be back with you in a second. Alright guys, it is day 2 and we let the car dry overnight for the Alcantara there. And we're gonna go finish up with a dry brush here and show you how well this stuff works. So we'll start with the door again. I come down here to the door. You can see here it is it's all dry. Looks a little nappy though there. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna brush, just kind of fluff it up with our dry toothbrush here that we used just to kind of fluff it back up. And now you can see the Alcantara is back to its nice fluffy status there. Here's the armrest that we did. You can see there, just kind of fluff it up a little bit. Right, won't go into too much detail, but nice and soft again. Steering wheel, that's the big one, you know. This area here was really matted down here. We got it pretty clean. Now I did this twice as far as using the Sonax to clean it. I did 2 applications, brushed it, wiped it off with the towel there, and you know, it probably could use 3 or 4 more times, to be honest with you. But I'm just trying to get that smooth matted down texture away. So, you know, it works pretty good. Is it going to bring it back to 100% new? Not really. But if we look at the side, you can remember how matted down and shiny that was over here. See if I can get a good view of it. Right? Give it a little brush, just a light brush. And you can see it got most of the dirt and oil out of it, and it's nice and clean again. At least as clean as it's gonna get for 2 applications. So I'm going to finish kind of brushing this off here and get it restored up. But you know, Sonax is a good product. Again, this is not a paid advertisement or anything like that. But I use the product. It works pretty well to break up dirt, oil, and grease. And, you know, bring your Alcantara back. So that's how you clean your Alcantara. Thanks for watching the video, guys. As I said early in the video, please hit the subscribe button. Want to get to the point where YouTube will let me go live so I can get some better content out for you. Other than that, I apologize for not making a video for a while. You know, life gets in the way sometimes, but we got some stuff planned for the ZL1. I've got a new toy, if you follow me on social media, that I ordered. That should be here in a couple of weeks. So we're going to have some winter content for you while we're not really racing that much. Until the next video, appreciate your support, and I'll see you then.